Let's begin by defining an object called default values. This object holds the predefined default values for the properties that our proxy will automatically initialize. In this instance, we're setting default values for name as unknown, for age as 0, and for location as unknown. These values are used later to give uninitialized properties a meaningful default. Next, we define the auto-init proxy handler. This is an object that handles interactions with the proxy. We specify a get trap, which intercepts property accesses. Inside this trap, we check whether the accessed property exists on the target object. If it does not exist, we initialize it with a value from default values or null if there is no predefined default. Now we're creating a proxy for an empty object. We pass the auto-init proxy handler as the second parameter. This proxy object represents our user, and it will use our handler to initialize properties on the fly as they are accessed. When we first try to access the name property of our proxy user, the get trap is invoked. Since name does not exist yet, it is set to unknown, which is the default value defined earlier. Subsequently, it logs unknown to the console. Similarly, accessing the age property triggers the get trap. It checks and finds that age has not been initialized yet. It then sets age to 0, the default for this property, and the console logs this number. When accessing the location property, the same process occurs. The property is set to its default value unknown, because it wasn't previously initialized on our proxy user. If we attempt to access a property that isn't defined in our default values object, like email, the property gets initialized to null since there's no predefined default. The console will then output null,